I want to talk about antidepressant drugs, about SSRIs. I used them for many years. I stopped taking this about 2.5 years ago, but now I'm again on SSRI. Most of my friends and people I know are or have
Mhm.
been on this medicine for some time. I'm interested in how your experience was after the film. You just stopped taking this drug immediately when the film was over, or did you continue to take them for a while? And if so, what effect did it have on you? And of course, I'm interested in how people's feedback was who are or were on this kind of drug.
Well, I stopped when that section in the film was over, but I did try again many years after, and then it didn't have any effect on me. It seemed to have an effect in the film, but it was different. It was very difficult to separate because I had also fallen in love at the same time. So it was different to separate the drugs from the falling in love part. When I took it again 3 years later without falling in love, it had no effect. And also, basically, I did a lot of talks. I had put a talk together that ultimately the payments that I got for the talks were used to finance the film. So I must have done probably altogether maybe 150, 180 talks. And of course, these talks always have a question and answer period. And I tend to hang around afterwards a little bit. So many, many, many people, dozens and dozens of people after the talk, because I talked in the talk about SSRI, about these kind of drugs. They're, for those of you who don't know, they're kind of in that world of Prozac being the best known of them. And so after the talks, many people came up to me and said that they are on one of these drugs. And of course, I asked, how is it going? And I've heard absolutely every possible answer, like from it worked fantastic to it didn't work at all, from it worked in the beginning but not now, it worked not in the beginning but now. Basically, every possible answer that you can answer this question with, I've heard. So it seems to be have very, very different effect on different people, and in my case, even different effects in different times. So it seems like in my case, I probably, well, I know I'm not recommending it to people myself. I mean, obviously, I'm not a doctor, so how could I recommend it? But also from the experience that I've had and that other people that I talked to had, I'm not recommending it. And I have nothing against drugs. I'm like, I take drugs when a doctor prescribes it to me quite easily. And I have no problem with, if your serotonin levels are too low, take a drug against it in the same way that you would take a drug if your heart pressure is too low.